Hey world, I'm Legend Knight, and this is Collect Call with my dad, Suge Knight. What you are about to hear is conversations, raw and uncut, about the life of my father and our family legacy moving forward, and his wisdom and experiences over time. He will be honest, vulnerable, and express his state of mind with you on this podcast series. We will be answering everything that you guys want to know, no filter and no lies. History will be made on Collect Call with my dad, Suge Knight. Love you, twin.
This is Global Tellink. You have a prepaid call from
Suge Knight.
this call, and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
This Suge Knight. It was a man before who told me he wanted me to talk about the FO artists, the good, the bad. But Snoop is up. I met Snoop. He was like 18 years old. But I used to be in Long Beach at his apartment next to Poly High School. And I was trying to find these artists. And there's two guys named the Twins. Real talented young dudes. I like those little young dudes. And also, it was Domino. I felt that Domino was probably one of the best artists in the business. Domino probably was the first guy who started singing on the hip-hop shit. But back to Snoop. A lot of people at the studio weren't feeling him on the simple fact that he wasn't rapping loud and shouting. Because in the 80s, all the rappers shouted. That's like 91, and he's laid back. I was like, shit, they just gotta turn up his vocals. But he had the charisma. He had the attitude to be good. And a lot of times we put him in hotels. His code name was Michael Jackson. He was like our Michael Jackson. Skinny, shy, and the rest is what it is. But he did a lot of good at Death Row, for Death Row. Also, I could depend on him before Pac came to Death Row. You know, when Pac came to Death Row, it was a different story, but before that, Snoop was my go-to guy. So if I was trying to promote something, or promote Death Row, or a project coming out, Andre wasn't the guy who liked to hang out that much. Snoop was, he trusted me. I knew that much because if I wanted to go to New York and promote a project, I'll call Snoop. Be like, hey, we're gonna go to New York. He's like, when? I'm like, now. He'd be like, what time? I'm like, come out your apartment, I'm outside. He'd come out, he would get in the car with me, we'd drive straight to the airport and get on the plane. We need to make a reservation. Just go and pay for the tickets right then and go.
Nigga, we was in my room chilling. I had a couple of females in there, and then Suge knocked on my door. Boom, 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 boom. Put the TV on channel 4. I put it on channel 4, and nigga, the news was outside, nigga, with the police and everything. Yeah, we're about to come in here and get these niggas out of here right now. We got them surrounded. And them niggas Suge, that's why I love his gangster head, because that nigga found a way to get me, him, and Dr. Dre out of that. We ran through a back window, ran across the freeway, got us a motherfucking rental car, drove to the next state, got a private plane, and flew the out of there. Yeah, G, that Suge Knight was a cold gangster. You're wrong.
And one time we was in New York, we gotta go hang out. We gotta promote. And Salt and Pepper was having a party. It was in the ghetto, you know. So we pushed over there. And it was like in a basement. they were searching everybody before they come in, no matter who you was. So they went to search me. I'm like, nah, you don't need to do that. It's like, why? Because you know what I got. It's like, oh, you can't bring that in here. I'm like, well, I ain't leaving it with you. So we going back and forth. So either we're going to come to an understanding, just leave me the clip. But you know, being from the east side, there's already one in the chamber, so we only got one, but that's better than nothing. Once we got in, I tell Snoop, we start laughing. I say, hey, if something happens, stay close. I got one shot. There's one shot gonna get us back to the hotel. You know, but you trust me enough to stick it out. That being said, I know he started off being a real good young man. What I had planned for him was to make him a character. I was talking to some people at Disneyland, and make a Snoop Dogg character. So when you come to Disneyland, you'll see Mickey Mouse, Goofy, you know, all the characters. And I wanted Snoop to make nursery rhyme raps just for the character at Disneyland. I'm quite sure we would have got it done. But instead, he chose to be a mascot for the Crips instead of the mascot for Disneyland. But, you know, the past is the past. But you can't take the fact that he's not smart. Only problem I think he has is that he listened to the last person who talks to him. Somebody can talk to Snoop and say, hey, I got $5 million for you for this deal. He'd say, let's do it. And if somebody else talked to him before he picked up the $5 million, he could be the same deal, and that person be like, I got $500,000 for you for that deal. He'd be like, let's do it. And he assigned for the $500,000 instead of the $5 million. But he do not move around. Shit, look at him. He at the Olympics. I'm watching Olympics because that's a good thing for the United States to be so successful over there. One thing about Snoop, it was a guy named Dressel, I think that's his name, a swimmer. He won the gold. And the guy's wife was in the stands, and she had her 5-month-old baby, a little older or not. And when the camera got on her, Snoop started running over there trying to give her a high five and say, look at me, look at me. I said, oh, Taylor Swift and Kanye West all over again. And so, you know, he started stalking everybody at the Olympics. He didn't know he was a star where there used to be a star. And the camera, and it'd be, yeah, she did one of the best in the world too, Jordan. UCLA girl, West Coast guy. He'd be hanging with her parents for the camera. And so, you know, he had to show the guy, the track dude who won the 100 or the 200. He'd be sitting with his mother.
What's up, y'all? This is Dave Mays, the CEO of Breakbeat Media. I want to talk to you about Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. I mean, realistically, how closely do you track your bank statements and credit card history? Are you combing through every single charge on a regular basis, or just assume everything is fine until you notice something weird? Well, with Rocket Money, it does all that for me, so I don't have to worry about it. I've got full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all my subscriptions in one place. If I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with a few taps. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill. Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Suge. That's rocketmoney.com/Suge. rocketmoney.com/SUGE. This is Dave Mays, CEO of Breakbeat. Let me tell you, I've been enjoying summertime in Chicago. It is amazing. There's so much to do. I don't have extra time to go grocery shopping or to be grinding away in the kitchen. I've just been letting Home Chef do the heavy lifting for me so I get to enjoy being out in the beautiful weather and can come home to a quick and delicious meal. Home Chef provides fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently delivered to your doorstep. It really simplifies your cooking experience. One of the best things about Home Chef is its extensive variety. With over 30 options a week and a commitment to serving various dietary needs, you can find something that suits your taste and all your family members. Not only is it convenient, but it's economical too. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries. So for a limited time, Home Chef is offering Collect Call listeners 18 free meals plus free dessert for life, and of course free shipping on your first box. You go to homechef.com/Suge. That's homechef.com/Suge for 18 free meals and free dessert for life. You heard that right. homechef.com/Suge. You must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert.
But when it comes to an artist who know how to move around, that's a good thing. You just have a whole bunch of jokes with it, or truth with it. Even brag and says that he taking down Gwen Stefani, allegedly. Something probably ass out. Doing books about like something with the little snake. And what Snoop got on his head. It's having that easy like that. But on a more of a serious note, with the Olympics, I got so much respect for these women. They did a great job, and they deserve their cigars. But one of the things I didn't like is that Curry, I might be saying her name wrong, but she's a star, so don't get mad at me. But Miss Richardson, when she got to the arena where they both, got ready, they didn't let her in the gate like they let all the other sprinters. They said it took like almost hours because they wouldn't let her in the gate. They changed the theme on her. She didn't have a chance to come in and warm up to stretch. If you don't warm up to stretch and get prepared mentally, you not at your best. But she didn't make an excuse. She still went out there and ran her race and still took the silver. And she didn't let that get her down, because she came back and put on a performance in the relay like no one never seen before. She's probably the best face of track and field for the United States as a woman to anyone. And then when it came to Jordan, for them to be racist and try to take her medal from her, I took her medal, but she really won. But then they say, well, she didn't protest it fast enough. That's not the point. The point is she beat the girl. Second situation is physics. As a whole, our people must stand up. Now, if they can't give that girl her bronze, they can't give those women their flowers, people should protest the Olympics coming to LA. That's what I'm on. I'm a ride for what's right, and more importantly, I'm a ride for my people. Those people is my people. This is like it's not on no race. It's the fresh air to see strong black women can have a great relationship with a strong black man. Simone Biles is definitely the GOAT. She is GOAT more ways than one. Simone Biles, her husband is black. A strong black man in the NFL who loves that woman. They're a power couple. Cindy, one of the best people I ever see run those hurdles and track and field, is incredible. And look at her. Her husband is black. It's a lot of pressure on black women that they feel they got to be with other races. Like they can't be with a black man to be acceptable. So you get the Serena sisters and a lot of the other track and field stars, and they married to white people because they want to be accepted more. There's nothing wrong with being black and being strong black people. Whoever's on Olympics to me, I said a long time ago, you guys always want to pick black people to be the idiots, like we still in slavery, tap dancing and being allowed as one and looking like groupies and mascots. More importantly, what I have a problem with is that you guys, Olympics, have Snoop on Olympics talking about Crips, gangbanging. And I'm not saying it because it's Crips. I'd say the same thing if it was blood, because so many of our young people, especially in my area, I'm talking about Compton, Watts, South Central, Inglewood, Long Beach. So many of the younger generation is getting killed still on a high level of gangbanging. So many athletes who didn't make it out of high school who probably would have been in the NFL. I'm quite sure they would have been in the NFL. Or playing for the Dodgers or the Lakers who didn't make it because of gang violence. There's so many of our young, strong black men that's in prison for the rest of their life. They haven't even started living yet. And they'll be like, they're going to do 30, 40 years before they come home, if they come home. Because of gang violence. So you could take a platform and promote gang violence with Snoop. Is Snoop them gonna go and give money to these people that have lawyers if they don't get life sentences? Are they gonna pay for the funeral or help the families? No, they're not. So why is we promoting something to destroy our young, powerful men? LeBron James, all these top athletes. You look at it, I'm hanging out with Snoop at the Olympics. People who about that life is looking at it like, LeBron, you choose a side. You're a Crip now. The right person see you, they're going to treat you like a Crip. All Crips don't get along with Crips. All Bloods might not get along with Bloods. But once you become a gang member, you're not thinking clearly, you're going to think stupidly. And LeBron, it can be a bullet that come with your name on it. Not saying it will happen, hopefully it won't happen. But these are the things you got to understand before you get involved. And I'm saying this out of concern of the culture of our people. If you're a gang member and you got 10 years for a crime you did, being a gang member is an extra 10 years. So it's 20 instead of 10. It's 30 instead of 20. We're losing our strong black men very, very fast. Either to death on the streets or almost being dead in the system. Give some people the opportunity to feel that we can have black men that represent the United States who's not trying to push the negativity of gang violence. Now you say you want Andre to perform at the Olympics in LA. You might as well let him go out there and box against the women or do karate against the women. When is it a business get rewarded to be in the Olympics? When does it be to the fact that people promoting gang violence on a platform like that deserve that to attack our people and put them in a situation where we definitely losing? I wish all the best, but no one person is bigger than the community or the culture of our people, including me. We got to politic about this. We got to make the ways better. And we got to start loving each other.
What's going on, Collect Call listeners and viewers? This is Dave Mays, CEO of Breakbeat Media. Now, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, but when I was coming up the ranks, money wasn't constantly flowing as fast as my dreams were. I used to wish there was a way I could get some financial momentum to help me keep things moving. I wish we had something like Earnin back in those days. So Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. You just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then you get your money as you work. There are no mandatory fees to you. You just get to enjoy your money earlier. Any money you access is automatically repaid from your next paycheck. So join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who've made the app a part of their financial routine. You can download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Collect Call under Podcast. When you sign up, it'll really help the show. That's Collect Call under Podcast. Subject to your available earnings, location, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
You take the president. He was too old. He tapped out. You take Trump. I think me and Trump have a few things in common. They won't let me run for president, but we both tall. I'm in better shape than him, though, but we big guys. Both got a gang of felonies. He got way more than me, but he got white privilege, so he ain't gonna go to prison. Shit. Even when I'm innocent, even on this case, my black is in prison. And even though he's white, he got a different complexion than the regular white man. He had like that bronze, Olympic medal, or orange, or whatever the color it is. But he don't have a complexion of a regular white man. And you know, I can't laugh about that. I ain't no dark black, ace of spade black. I'm a reddish brown, you know. At the same time, Trump got shot. I got shot a lot of times, but Trump got shot when they tried to assassinate him. They shot him in the ear. Yeah, when you heard everybody talking about it was a piece of glass that hit him, something else hit him, it was dazed. I sort of like felt that dude pain. Because I took a bullet, still got a bullet inched in my skull from the Vegas shoot that assassinated. When they found out it was me, it's graves, it's this, it's that. Wish it was, but it wasn't. That being said, I think we have the option to put somebody in office who's going to do better for us, not just talk better for us. Trump, if you're listening, you need to bring your own Collect Call. Explain to me what you're going to do better for us out here. How we're going to get to the next level. How it's really going to be better for us.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped. Just, you know, I feel like, instead of us just being like, slavery's bad, slavery's down, bad whitey. I mean, all right, let's stop that. And everybody's smart enough to know that, I mean, we've been slighted, and we want ours. And I don't mean by, like, ours, 40 acres and a mule, because we're past that. But we need help. I mean, for us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth, or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it for us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help.
It's hard to say something bad about a woman. It's even harder to say something bad about a black woman. My mother, my grandmother, black. Miss Harris, we want what's right for the people, our people. We want our shake, our fairness, if you become president. Even though, if you become president, you best believe they already made a bullet with your name on it already. But when you have the power of the people behind you and they ride for you, it'll make people think twice before they want to bring harm to you. Be strong, and it'll get you know. I don't care if you say you Indian, Asian, even white. Society says if you got one drop of black blood in you, you're a nigga. Don't forget that. It's never too late to make your wrongs right. You sent a lot of us in prison, kept people in prison, especially blacks. You signed a thing that was so racial against me that what I'm in here for now today, and I have a receipt. We don't want nobody telling us what they can do for us. Show us what you can do for us. Why we can't have a conversation and politics gonna collect calls. That won't happen. But it should. And when you look at it overall, everybody say Trump is the most racist president that we ever had. But Obama, he did not let black people, as far as I'm concerned. He's seen the White House. He invited the blacks to come to the White House. People like Steve Harvey. Shit, Steve Harvey messed with his wife and his stepdaughter. So they say, allegedly. Because if that's not true, you let your daughter date and Steve Harvey. But that's not what I'm talking about. Obama let a lot of black people come to the White House after 12.
It can be pretty hard to keep a secret in Washington, and President Obama found that out once again this weekend. The first family throwing a big party at the White House with 500 guests, including a couple of music legends. ABC's Jim Avila has the story.
It's tough to keep a concert secret when the headliner is Prince. The accompanist is Stevie Wonder. The audience is the first family, and the venue is the White House.
They couldn't bring their phones, or they had to lock them up and they couldn't take pictures. But they would do the Soul Train on it. Trump let Kanye West come to the White House twice and talk. Let us, people of color, have a conversation. But besides that, it takes nothing for us to talk good about people. It takes nothing to do our best to make things better. I've been I take responsibility of being stuff. I do understand there's only one God. God knows I do my best to do more good than bad. I was raised in East Side Compton. Compton raised me. But UNLV made me. Became a businessman because I chose to go to college. I got love for every person I know. Good, they do. Even bad, they done. I never want to see something part of our community destroyed. I'm a real West Coast man. I got love for all our people, the whole United States. I take full responsibility for the good I did, for the bad I done. I can't even be mad at any woman I ever messed with because I wasn't involved with them the right way. It wasn't mine because I didn't make them mine. So if they had a boyfriend, I was cool with that. They had 5. That was even better for me. Now I'm older. We have to learn how to love the woman we with. And if the woman you with don't want to love you, you don't got to talk about her. Find somebody who do want to love you. Once you get somebody who cares about you, you treat them good. Now I have daughters. So if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm going to treat that woman the way I want a man to treat my daughter. I'm going to end this with this. I get a lot of mail, a lot of things to read. Sometimes they search it. You lose material and mail or whatever. This woman, she wrote me one of the most touching letters I ever read. I wasn't able to write back to her because they searched. I got lost. Search. This woman wrote me about me. She wrote me about Tupac. Tupac is one of the closest persons ever been in my life to me. She said, Mr. Knight, I was 10 years old. And I grew up in an all-white neighborhood. One of my friends played me a pop song. I fell in love with it. Kept listening to it over and over again. And she gave me another and another. I couldn't buy them, so excuse me for making copies of your CDs in front of me, giving them for free. She told me that she was adopted. And she just couldn't feel right in her life because she felt that her mother and her father didn't think she was good enough for her to be their daughter and raise her. That really bothered me. And she started listening to Tupac. And she said it was like he was talking to her in every song. He made her strong. He made her happy. And she's very successful. She gives credit to Tupac. But if you hear this, you can get at me on my tablet or write me. I have some Tupac pictures and other stuff that I would love you to have. Thanks again for sharing how much my little brother next to you and helped you. It don't take much to help someone. Love someone, pray for someone, make sure you help someone. I'm Suge Knight. I'm out. You know, I got out the fire when I was young. But I wasn't selfish because my mother didn't raise me to be selfish. So I ran back in the fire to try to save many people as I can. And I changed pretty much a lot of people, most people on the east side, lives in a good way. My mother was an incredible woman who cared about everybody in the neighborhood. And she felt they didn't have no food, she'd give them something. She see kids that they felt they had holes in their socks, she'd buy them socks. And when people say things about me, I don't address it because I know it's not true. And they won't say it twice. When somebody says something about my mother, that's another situation. Timmy, you've been a weirdo. But let me tell you something, little boy. You go and say your brother punched me and did something. I know it ain't true, so I didn't have to address it. When you say something about my mother, now I'm going to pay you some attention. I'm explaining it to you. Before y'all got on drugs, y'all wasn't able to leave the house. For your gangster hand, it ain't there. You loaded, under influence, y'all do something that y'all gonna tell at the end. Nobody on the east side never been scared of y'all household. They were just scared of y'all mouth. Y'all the mob rats. Y'all been telling them from day one. Now, I'm not gonna get into details of this. If you ever say anything else and say I'm lying, I'm gonna produce it. One thing for certain, one thing for sure. You would never find a gang member come out of his house, go on the street, shoot at a car with a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids in the car. And they get shot and they die in self-defense. No arrest, no prelim, no trial. Like it never happened. You know, when you was young, you was a tree jumper, raping the little homegirls, or weirdos. Your son became a tree jumper. James was right. Crip dude came and told you, your son raped his daughter. He got you like a gangster. See, I ain't gonna bring the police into it. But if this don't get handled, I'm gonna get on you and your son. You told him you're gonna handle it. You went there and beat the shit out your son. James called the police on you. You get arrested. You go away. Y'all are definitely rats. Doesn't matter about Oregon or this weirdo. One thing for certain, one thing for sure. Y'all was scared to go to school. But you got a 6th grade, 7th grade education. But I was saying my name, you wouldn't be on nobody's podcast to get a few dollars. Can't talk about you. Can't talk about your household. We will know this. I love everybody on the east side. You know I got the power. You know I got the knowledge to show them who you really are. Next time, speak on my mama. I'm going to explain to you something. But, as always, I never heard none of this when I was on the street. As always, we have our conversations face to face. Oh, one other thing. Timmy, you was not in the caravan with us in Vegas or anything else. Cut that bullshit lines out. But remember, I'm going to give you some advice like I gave your brother some advice. About me paying for a psychiatrist. See, to me, you still have daddy issues. You always had daddy issues. Once again, Timmy, with those daddy issues. But remember, the words of Cat Williams, I am not your daddy. So Timmy, remember that. I'm Suge Knight. I want to build our people, not destroy our people. Once again, I'm out.